I just can't believe Cars 3 is finally here. I know, the movie I've been waiting for my whole life. After the genius that was Cars 2, Pixar finally answered my 417 letters with a new Cars 3 movie. You only wrote 417, tried 9,500, get it? 95, the number of the greatest Pixar character of all time, Lightning McQueen. Well, Cars 3 is a movie, and it's actually in theaters, and it's a new Pixar film, and if you didn't realize, I really am not a fan of the Cars series. Thought 1 was alright. Thought 2 was probably the worst Pixar movie ever made. They made the choice to basically make Mater, the most annoying character in Pixar history, the essential lead of that movie, and I walked out so disappointed and angry, and they made another one, guys. The trailers for Cars 3, however, got my attention because they seemed to be suggesting that there was going to be a change in the creative outlook of this series, that it would be taken from a more serious direction, that they would go back to the roots, so to speak, of the Cars franchise, which is about racing. And in this case, they actually do go back to the roots of this franchise, which is the first Cars movie, which was okay. So the third one's also okay. But hey, they went back to their roots. So Lightning McQueen, voiced by Owen Wilson, is getting older, and he's starting to lose races to new blood. A new racer on the scene named Storm has all of the current modern-day technology and updates. So McQueen goes on a search for himself and tries to get back to his old ways and learn how to be a better racer with a new trainer named Cruz. Which is a good idea, because I think Lightning McQueen is one of the dullest characters in Pixar's library, so it was good to take his story and make it more of an underdog film, which is what we get here essentially. It's about him training to get faster and faster to hopefully beat Storm, this new racer that's kind of pompous and rude. The first half of this movie was painfully dull. Even the kid sitting next to me kept asking his parents questions, and they weren't like questions necessarily about the movie. He'd just be like, "Dad, I'm tired, I'm thirsty, I'm hungry, Dad, my shoe fell off. Hey, this tall giant man sitting next to me keeps sighing really loudly." The first half has so many jokes that fall completely flat, and a lot of this first half almost feels like Pixar trying to make an apology for Cars 2, because they take the character of Mater and they push him far to the background. He's in a few scenes for his fans, you know. And there are scenes where McQueen is talking about how he has to make himself better than he used to be. He has to upgrade himself. He has to make himself faster and stronger. And you're like, yeah, I think they're saying that about the Cars franchise. Too bad this first half is so fucking boring. Where the film picks up considerably and gets much better is when McQueen goes out on the road and trains with Cruz, who's a really good new character and probably my favorite character in the movie. They race on sandy beaches, they go to a demolition derby, and McQueen really tries to search inside himself and figure out what made him want to be a racer in the first place. And this is where the film gets a lot better, and the second half of this movie I actually quite enjoyed. It's just that that first half is such a dull, sinking weight of a movie that the second half really helps pick it up, but in the end it still levels out to be an okay experience. It's a lot better than Cars 2. And even though I'm not a huge fan of the first one, I would say it's close to being on par with that, and I haven't seen it in years. I would have to rewatch it. I've only seen it one time when it first came out. But I seem to remember having a fairly similar experience with that film that I did with this one. It's a lot better, as I said, than 2. There's a good message here. It gets surprisingly touching towards the end, and there's a decision that even though I saw it coming a mile away, car puns all over the place. That first half really dragged, you know what I'm saying? Dragged. My God. Even though it was predictable, it was surprisingly touching the direction the third act takes. I think kids will have fun with it and adults will be able to sit through this one a lot better than 2. It's still like a Cars movie again. Like it really isn't like this direction changing shift that the marketing made me think it was. I'm going to give Cars 3 a C+. Guys, thank you so much as always for watching. Look forward to my next film series. I've just completed my Transformers series leading up to the last night. My next one is going to be Christopher Nolan movies I haven't reviewed. A lot of people requested this, and I would like to do that for you guys. It was already what I was going to do. I actually made a list of all of my series for the rest of the year, like back in January. So I'm excited to do this. I'm really excited to bring my Nolan reviews to you guys. And the first one's going to be his very first film, Following. So look forward to that this weekend. Guys, you are the best. Thank you very much as always for watching. And if you like this, you can click right here and get Stuckmanized.